should be up by now. You awake? We have a busy day ahead of us. Jesus! God damn it! Shit. It's working! Now I only have to crank up the power and see the portal forming.
No, it's just me and my mother.
Just the two of you, huh?
Well, and my little friends there.
What do you mean?
I'm a taxidermist.
What's that?
Well, I take animals, and I prepare, skin, stuff, and mount them.
Oh. Any kind of animals?
No, not really. I prefer the smaller and more passive kind, you know, birds and rodents. Whoever wants to be my friend.
Right. And your mother doesn't mind, huh?
No, why would she mind?
No, I don't know. I mean, I guess she wouldn't.
I mean, she does sometimes yell at me about them, but that's just because they haven't been nice to her. Then she tends to take their heads off, but that's just for their own good, she says.
She cuts their heads off for their own good? How old is your mother?
She's old, but not that old. It's not polite to ask a woman of her age.
No, oh, of course not. It's just, you know, sometimes when people get old, they get a little weird. You ever think about putting her into a place where she could be taken care of better?
What do you mean? Well, like an insane asylum? Why would I do that?
No, nothing like that. Just a home.
You would put my mother in an insane asylum? She is not insane, she is not. And if she would hear what you're saying, there's no knowing what she would do.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean anything bad by it.
You didn't mean anything by it. Words always mean something. Actions mean even more. Why are you carrying so much cash in a briefcase? That's something we should be asking you. Yeah.
What? Have you been spying on me?
Spying? No, I haven't. I haven't done anything that Mother wouldn't approve, and Mother does not approve of spying on anyone.
Maybe I should go. Thanks for the dinner. I really need to get back to my room.
Are you sure? I made dessert and everything. Are you sure you wouldn't want to stay a little more?
No, I really think we should stay away from each other's business from now on.
Something here doesn't really add up. I've tried contacting the hospital, but so far there has been no answer whatsoever. I had these papers saying the boy is staying there until March. And then I have these other papers that you gave me that say quite the opposite. The signatures are totally different, and I can't get any confirmation from the hospital. It's like the whole building has disappeared. So, when exactly did you leave the hospital? I don't quite understand how it took you 2 days to come here with the boy.
Well, I took a small detour to go and see his father's grave. He really hadn't had a chance to see it yet.
And where was that again? Ludlow?
No, in Arlington. He was qualified for a burial in the National Cemetery there.
Oh, right. Did you hear what happened at Ludlow?
In Ludlow? No, why would I?
They had a major crisis. bunch of fires and a swarm of locusts. They had to call in the National Guard, and I heard there was a situation of some kind.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure what happened exactly, but they are suspecting that it was a terrorist attack of some sort. They found poison in the water supply and a bunch of other evidence that points towards something like that.
Jesus.
They ended up evacuating the whole town, and the word is that one of the buses used for the evacuation is missing. So it could be that the terrorists managed to escape with that and have hostages somewhere.
Well, do they have any idea where?
Nah, they are still looking for the bus. It's possible that it even came this way. If they don't find it soon, I'm sure they will extend the search here. Be ready to participate soon.
Well, we really don't have the manpower to conduct any searches, Lieutenant.
I'm sure some of the town folk would gladly help. I'm going to ask the mayor to help us out with it.
The mayor? Do you really think he can get anything done?
Yeah, I'm sure he can get us some reinforcements here. I already called the courthouse, but it seems he's scheduled for a camping trip. Once he gets back, I'll ask him.
Hello, son.
Hello there, Lucius. Okay, I think we're done here. How are you doing with the other case?
Which one?
The girl.
Oh, yeah. There was a girl at the motel, but she didn't quite fit the description. I'm going to check that again just to make sure, after I'm done with some of this paperwork here.
Okay, Jack. You do that.
What you got there, kid? A Latin dictionary, eh? Did you know this book is a bit burnt? Not much you can do with that, lad. You know there is, however, something here that is of actual use. I'm gonna tell you a little story, and I want you to listen very carefully. Once upon a time, there was this bearded man with glasses. He decided to create himself an ant farm. But instead of ants, he had all sorts of things that he made all by himself. He had lions, zebras, bears, and even actual ants. And he made them all by himself for his own amusement. Even after all those creations, he didn't feel like they could hold his interest. They just weren't smart enough to be interesting. So one day, he decided that he is going to make this creature that looks almost like him. This creature had wings, but no gender. He ended up making hundreds of them, and then he decided to give them personalities. They would all be uniquely interesting individuals. And for a while, he was happy with his creation. Until one of them decided to revolt against him. This guy was called Lucifer. Lucy Boy was so fierce and determined that he managed to gather a great following among his brothers and almost managed to overthrow the guy with glasses. The creation had become so powerful that a weapon had to be made to contain them. He created a small dagger. He used this dagger to cut the wings off all those who took their step against him and cast them down to the abyss. Devastated about the whole incident, he sorta gave up on us angels and decided to create something new and better. So he created man, and he told the remaining angels to protect the man from any danger. I guess he was talking about Lucifer and things along those lines. Be their guardians, he said. Well, it wasn't long before the bearded man met someone and they got married and had a kid. They named this kid Jesus, but I always knew him as Jesse. So for some reason, he thought it would be a good idea to send this kid to Earth to spend some time with these creations he had. Long story short, Lucifer found out about this and used the very same dagger he was hurt with to kill the kid or something along those lines. I can't remember if he actually gave the dagger to someone else so they could use it, or managed to talk one of the followers to double-cross him somehow. I really don't remember. It's been like 2,000 years. Anyway, this dagger then fell into the hands of the humans and has been circulating somewhere over here ever since. After that, the bearded man has been pretty heartbroken and really hasn't been able to forgive the humans. There were Dark Ages and Crusades and all sorts of horrible stuff. That's when he came up with this whole plan about the rapture. We, the Council of Angels, don't really agree with him. I think the human race deserves one more chance, and I'm sure we could convince him once he calms down and stops blaming them for his son's death. The thing is that Lucifer is also very excited about this, and is doing everything in his power to fuel the anger, making all this possible. I think he has managed to manipulate the whole situation, so that he can get his vengeance. So first, we would need to stop him. But there's only one thing that can hurt him in this world. A very special weapon. I think you might know this weapon, and I think you might know where it is. This weapon is the only thing that can destroy Lucifer. Ouch! I'll take it that you are not ready to process all of this yet. Just like your father. Always so hot-tempered. Well, we shall see if we can still change your mind. Maybe that detective of yours could help me persuade you.
sick joke is this? Who the hell are you? You know who I am. You will all be prosecuted for this. Help! If I go to practice, help! Help!
Well, if we weren't going to hell before, we sure as hell are now. This is not going to stay hidden for long, Lucius. I'm not sure how all of this is going to go down after we get these seals open. As I see it, we are fulfilling the prophecy. And by fulfilling the prophecy, we are going to open something. I guess some sort of portal to hell? To let them in? Or for us to go there? Yes. So wait, yes to go there? Or yes to let them hear? I need a drink. So I'm guessing you have this pretty much figured out. I wish you could just let me in on this a bit more. So I guess this next one needs to be a murderer. I don't think there's anyone like that here. There really haven't been any homicides in the area in a long time. Besides all the deaths at your home, of course. In the accident.